All right, awesome. Welcome to Ultimate No Prep Challenge, a game where four miscreants attempt to roleplay in a 4D manner. We've got one of our grandfather, our father figure here, Uriah, with us. I'm Chris, aka Thanks Skeleton. Really enjoy doing these no prep challenges, and I'm going to be running them in the new year. We've also got two new faces. Why don't we go down the list? Go ahead and introduce yourself, Andy.
I'm Andy, also aka Andy.
All right, great handle.
Yeah, I keep it simple, mostly for my own sake, you know.
All right, Uriah, who are you?
Yeah, how's it going, folks? If you're familiar with Weekly No Prep, then you already know me. I'm Uriah. I've been here since the beginning and thought what better way to kick off the new season of No Prep with hopping in at the last second. But yeah, my channel is at Roll On Buddy. That's ROLE on Buddy. And I talk about role playing, talk about 4D and how to role play in character and all the fun stuff.
Cool.
I'm Jake. Everybody on the internet calls me Pancake. And I've just been looking forward to trying something new. I've never done 4D before, but excited to learn.
Cool. Yeah. The idea of 4D is that we want to stay in character as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Try to talk in the first person. For the GM, try to describe things without describing that you are seeing things. There's quite a few little conventions that we have, but the main emphasis is that we want to stay in character and we want to do co-creation. And yeah, so forgive me, who wants to GM?
I can GM.
All right.
I enjoy GMing quite a bit.
I am down for it too.
All right. And so
yeah, Andy will give a pass. For those who are new to this, if you're seeing this for the first time on Chris's channel, the way we do this is we randomly generate a setting from the list here on the screen. We randomly determine a tone for the session, and then we randomly decide who's going to run the thing. So yeah, it's a big mess, but we love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay. So we've got three potential GMs. Why don't we have Pancake? Why don't you roll a D8 and figure out what the tone is going to be?
Okay. If I can remember the button, that is a D8.
That is a 5. Heroic.
Nice.
Classic. All right. Uriah, why don't you roll the setting, a D20?
Heck yeah. Last time we wrapped up the first season with a big old group of folks, but we did an 80s Vice game. And the way we did it is we made a big list of all of the settings we'd done in the past. We decided not to replace it, even though we rolled one that was on the list currently. But yeah, let's go ahead and do it. D20, let's go.
All righty.
14. Apocalypse. Sweet.
Heroic Apocalypse.
We have I think we've done a Heroic Apocalypse game before. So this is going to be really interesting.
All right, we're going to have to scroll back and find out. Andy, why don't you go ahead and roll a 1D6? 1D3? Do you have a D3? Do you have a D6?
I got a D6.
Do it.
Came up with a 4.
It's
a very green D6, and it got killed by the.
That is just
green screen.
Okay, so that's a 4.
That's
so
a 4.
That means that Pancake is going to be the GM.
Awesome. Okay.
Awesome. Heroic Apocalypse.
Heroic.
I need my notebook.
Cool.
Go for it.
Sweet. Heroic Apocalypse.
I'll whip out my notepad. Oh, I just wanted to say we got some people in chat. We've got Better with Bacon. We got Elf Hunter. We've got Ear Trumpet. Wow, the Ear Trumpet.
So, out of curiosity, do you guys discuss very much before we start?
Yeah. we come up. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder there, Chris.
I'll just I'll steal it back.
Go for it.
What we do is we're going to do kind of like spitball different ideas. I would say I would generally defer to whoever the GM's going to be, but like if however you want to kind of come up with some ideas. Do you have anything that strikes you right away when somebody says heroic apocalypse?
Not particularly. All the apocalypse stuff I've ever read is always quite dour.
Yeah.
There's got to be.
Yeah.
I think the setting itself could be actually quite terrible, but as long as there's potential for the characters to be heroic.
Yeah, I think when I would think of heroic, I kind of thinking larger than life. That's always going to be kind of like part of it for me. So like some Herculean figure that's kind of like can do a whole lot.
Yeah. I'm feeling vehicles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like Mad Max.
Yeah,
Waste or Easy D6 Wasted Worlds, that kind of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Vehicles.
Jury rigged clunkers that barely manage to not fall apart.
So would it be something where we're all on the same vehicle, or do we have all of our own vehicles?
What do you guys think? I think that's up to you guys, since it's kind of it'll be your thing.
I think I don't think we've done something like that before, which just sounds fun. Which is like we're kind of like designing the character with the vehicle.
If we were all on the same vehicle, that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah,
like a school bus or something.
Okay, you want to do all the same vehicle.
I dig that.
and maybe the heroic part is just the quest element. You know,
sure,
like we're on a heroic quest of some kind, even though we may not individually be heroes.
Sure. Yeah, so the way that we've typically done heroic and kind of the approach that we take to it, and Bacon makes a good point. It wasn't the very first one that we did, but it's the first one that I have listed up there in the history of it or whatever. But the way that we did heroic apocalyptic last time was sort of this like mud punk setting, like post World War I, but if World War I never ended, and the and the heroic aspect of it was we were supposed to be finding this. We're trying to find this piece to keep this boiler going, to keep power going to our base or whatever. So it doesn't necessarily have to be this larger than life thing. We could really go. It kind of lean into the setting itself, and just let the setting kind of breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the setting can be whatever. I think where the heroic's going to come in is in the actions of the characters. So like leaping from vehicle to vehicle and crazy stuff like that. You know?
Okay. So I kind of want to play a Herculean mutant.
Oh, nice.
How's that vibe with everyone?
Hell
like,
yeah.
I'm strong, or I've got like a shell or something like that. Or some sort of creature aspect.
I dig it.
There's going to be some elements of Gamma World here.
I have not played Gamma World, but
okay.
I kind of get the vibe, which is kind of like
there's a lot of mutations in Gamma World.
That's
a big part of your making a character.
I purchased Mutant Crawl Classics, but I haven't run it yet, so I've got a little knowledge of that space. Okay. Mutant.
I was thinking of maybe playing the sort of a mechanically inclined person who keeps the bus running. Maybe not the most martial, you know.
I kind of like the idea that the only vehicles that really run anymore are like nuclear powered. So you have this ridiculous reactor in the back of your vehicle. And so that way, when you destroy the enemy's vehicle, it has an amazing radioactive explosion.
Gotcha. Okay.
I actually I really dig that. Like fusion coils in the back of our stuff.
Gotcha. I'm imagining kind of like an extra large kind of like Greyhound bus. Or maybe a school bus. Andy, you mentioned school buses.
Just something, yeah, a bus of some kind.
Mm.
It could be like the tour bus of a long defunct rock band.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
Like,
pretty good.
Occasionally, still find detritus of its past life.
Yeah. Why is there a guitar pick here? What is?
All right, I've got a question. Why are multiple other groups of survivors really mad at you guys? Why are they? What are you doing that they're trying to stop you?
Maybe
I mean, bus jealousy is the obvious answer, but
sure. Well, it could be a thing where maybe these buses are the only ways to get around in the nuclear wasteland.
Or maybe at least it's the only way to get through like certain hazardous areas.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or we kidnap someone. We've got a prisoner.
Ooh, yeah. Whatever gang you kidnapped their leader. You kidnapped the gang's leader and they want him back. I kind of like that idea. It gets us right into the action right off the start,
Totally.
Honestly, I think I have enough to work with.
Cool.
Going on in my head if you guys want to start making your characters and your vehicle.
Let's see.
Chris, do you want to knock off the list from the screen there?
Oh, close it? Sure.
And maybe put put Pancake in the pole position.
Pancake in the pole position? How does this work?
And you can click and drag him. And
okay, I see.
Cool.
There we go. We'll put you in the boss position.
Everybody's looking at me.
Oh, I need to put my animals. All right. I will do. So I assume it's safe to say we're sort of leaning into the sort of the not goofballiness, but we're leaning into the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I might be a little more forgiving as far as like if your characters do something that would maybe normally be beyond what a human is capable of. I think with
Sure.
this setting, I'd be a little more forgiving.
Sweet.
Although I do love killing players, so
yeah.
Well, as long as we keep it to the characters, we're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, player characters. Let me rephrase. I love killing player characters.
Be clarified.
Players, I love players.
Yeah.
I want them to live as long as possible.
Yes. I don't know what to put and where.
Okay. Give you a description of my character. My name is Vance Toracle. I am a muscle-bound freak with heavy bulk. I'm very strong. And I have a baseball bat.
Nice.
Awesome.
My character's name is Winston Locke. Winston with a Y, if that matters to anyone. So he is the bus mechanic. Ingenuity is his highest skill, followed by intellect and will, and then everything tapers off pretty quickly after that. He has a tool belt, and if needed, he can use his spanner wrench as a weapon.
Nice.
But I picture him as kind of a scrawny, oddball sort of character. He has very low social skills.
Sure.
And but he's, if you need to keep the bus, if somebody's got to keep this thing from melting down. And
yeah,
its natural state is melting down, so you have to actively work against it.
In fact, that's its name. It's called the Meltdown.
Oh, that's perfect.
Cool.
And I will be playing Axel Osborne. The name should tell you everything you need to know about him. He is the final remaining vestigial rocker of the apocalypse. He calls it the Rockpocalypse. But yeah, he carries around this flying V, and he is kind of the defense specialist on the bus, and he uses sound waves to keep people away by playing obnoxiously loud music.
I think
nuclear powered subwoofers.
Yeah,
on the top of the.
As for the meltdown, I think a few key features. I think it'd be cool to have a grenade launcher on top, like a mounted grenade launcher.
Yeah.
But maybe very limited on ammo. It is the post-apocalypse.
Sure.
Like 5
That's
grenades.
True.
It's got 5 grenades.
Yeah.
And then the idea that, you can always boost the power in the reactor at the sacrifice of maybe leaking some radiation. And then otherwise, I'll leave that to co-creation if you want to come up with some element of the vehicle. I think that'd be awesome. But sweet. I think I'm ready if you guys are.
Okay. I've got my character statted out, so I'm ready to go.
Specializations. How do those work?
You get to decide. Basically, how it works is whatever your character is good at, you add 20 to your skill. So if for example, your guy is probably good at, you said he's good at ingenuity.
Yeah.
So he's the bus mechanic. So anything related to the bus is going to be, instead of rolling against 60, it's going to be 80.
80.
Because you're adding 20 to that skill. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So Elf Hunter brings up a good point. What is our objective this session?
Somebody mentioned earlier about like kidnapping. I like the idea that you kidnapped a gang's boss.
Yeah.
But the question is why? Why do you need him alive,
Some sort of bounty between like post-apocalyptic nations. Like we're trying to get to some nation that'll pay us for him.
Mm-hmm. He's got a 50-month ration bounty on his head.
I dig that.
Okay.
He just has this massive.
Go. To the commenters and YouTube chat, we are not doing Waterworld 2 Desert World. We're not doing that. We're not doing the Waterworld franchise. Speaking of which, has anyone seen the new Avatars? Are they any good?
I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
I had zero interest.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole kind of like, oh, this one's fire. I don't know. Doesn't appeal to me.
Okay.
You're good, Elf Hunter. I was just.
So you've just captured Grayfinger, the leader of a notorious motorcycle gang. And you're trying to get him back to civilization.
Sure.
Or at least the semblance of it. But you've got like a couple 100 miles or I don't know. How close should it be? Maybe like only a couple days. Or maybe
I can only make the bus go so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like 100 miles. Like, well, you can
That's
do
fair.
that easily in a single day.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I think I'm ready.
Thank you.
So, dust kicks up from the rear tires of the Meltdown as it speeds through the wilderness. Inside, Grayfinger sits in the corner, his metallic right hand chained to the wall as he says, "You're never going to escape. They're going to kill you, and I'll be laughing at your corpses."
Well, we all die sometime, right?
Well, your day is today, pal.
Is it though?
And he leans his head.
I mean, I've been
back
working next to a nuclear reactor all my life.
Uh,
I mean, what are the chances today's the day? Maybe yes, maybe no.
Both one hand lazily on the steering wheel, the endless sagebrush before him. Vance looks back in the to the back of the bus. Say, "Hey, quiet down there. Try to drive."
Plucking a pinch harmonic on my high E string, the loud squeal squeaks through the speaker on the top as a dun 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 emanates through. All right, lads, that's enough of beating up on the little one. Come on, man. You know we're gonna get out of this alive.
Grayfinger leans back against the wall, relaxes. Says, don't I know you from somewhere? What was it? Pixel something?
Pixel Sticks. That's right. I was with that band for going on 3 years before the explosions happened. Pixel Sticks.
Yeah, they were just about to make it big in Australia. Just this close, and then the world.
Everything with the crap.
Well, at least you'll get to play some good music before you die, right?
I whip my hand up the neck and start beginning to play taps in a high register. And down the neck.
I reach my hand over the console of the bus and press a large yellow button with a robot head on it. Boop. Flashing above the windshield, autopilot engaged. I say, the road looks pretty clear from here on in. I'm gonna get some lunch, and I walk over to the small unpowered refrigerator box and open it up.
I pass you a toasty grilled cheese sandwich that has been cooking on top of the nuclear, waste discharge valve. Hey, here, Vance. I made this just for you.
Looks great,
You're-
Winston. I feel I can do this instead of protein powder today. I pick the grilled cheese and bite into it.
Grayfinger looks over at Vance and says, "Hey, ugly, you got any smokes on you?"
I don't smoke. It's bad for you. I flex menacingly in front of Grayfinger's face.
He smiles. He smiles and leans back, perfectly comfortable in his present situation.
I approach the driver's seat of the bus. The guitar still slung over my shoulder. I plop down in the seat, just resting a careful hand on the top of the steering wheel, knowing how precarious this autopilot can be at times. The other hand still fingering and tapping along to a melody up the neck.
In the distance, the sound of motorcycles can be heard coming over the hills. Fast approaching.
I think we got company, boys.
Oh, perfect. I look down at the whammy bar sticking out the top of at the front of the guitar. I hit my low E string and dive bomb the whammy bar down as it low rumble.
I reach over and pull the aluminum baseball bat off the couch and walk over back to the driver's seat. All right. You going up top, Axel, or you want me to take the wheel? It's not going to be the first time we had to deal with one of these gangs.
Already on my feet. Look over to Winston. As long as he's doing his job, protecting the back of the bus, I'll do mine. As I reach up and open a hatch on the roof.
I grab out my binoculars, dial them in, lean out lean out of the bus window, and I can see at least 5. There's at least 5 of them. They look pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie.
The wind from the open hatch hits your face as through the glass. Wild men on motorcycles jump over hills and rocks. At least 7 now.
I'm not sure I can make the bus go faster than their motorbikes, but I could buy us some time if you want.
Not to worry. I got 7 strings. As I reach up and start to lift myself through the hatch. On the roof of the bus, a small armored hideout, essentially a shelf of metal.
Vance takes the wheel, disengages the autopilot, and reaches over into the glove compartment to fish out a rusty-looking revolver. And it begins to roll down the window, ready to shoot anyone coming up on the left side.
I strap on a couple of bungee cords to my utility belt because I know things are going to get wild and, the bus is going to start rocking, but I need to stay near the reactor. And then I lean over towards Grayfinger and I point up to the top of the bus and I'm like, he's using his 7-string today. That's not good for you.
at the same time, automatic machine gun fire from the motorcycles into the air as they shoot submachine guns. Grayfinger looks through the window. Damn it, I paid for those bullets. What are you doing?
I duck down underneath the metal guardrail, the protective barrier, and reach a hand over to the large red switch, flip it up, and a loud squeak of a speaker as the protective speakers on the outside of the bus roar to life.
A smooth straightaway in front. I carefully line up a pistol shot at one of the motorcyclists. It's a long shot, but it might hit. I pull the trigger. Ooh, hit. A gout of flame appears on the side of one of the motorcycles.
Fuel leaks from the motorcycle as it sputters and falls behind the others.
I yell up, Axel, tell me when they're close enough and I'll drop the caltrops. And underneath the bus, a cage of spiky bits of metal shaking around, and I have my hand on a lever ready to pull it and release mayhem.
Standing to my feet atop the metal stage on the top of this, I spin around looking towards the back, scraping my pick from the low to the high, the whistling and the ringing, the screeching, piercing through the air. Looks like they're getting closer.
6 bikers approach from behind, 3 on either side. Only 100 yards now. Closing fast.
They're right on us, Winston.
Now?
Do it.
Down comes the lever. The metal gate opening behind the bus, and thousands of, crudely welded nuts, bolts, all sharpened, fall out behind the bus in a wide berth, a wake of destruction.
3 of the motorcycles get hit by the caltrops, the other 3 avoiding them just at the last second, seeing their brethren's fate. One of the motorcycles flips over end, and its rider slams into the ground.
Did I get any?
I not responding with my voice, but I wrench the guitar and
I lean into Grayfinger and I'm like, that means I got some.
It's all right. I got plenty more to come from.
Atop the 3 still pursuing the 3 motorcycles, I once again hit the lowest string on the guitar and wrench down on the whammy bar, causing a deep, deep rumble to shake the ground as I try to knock loose one of them on their path. I'll roll will. Failure. The pressure of me pressing down on the whammy bar, it deadens the strings and the note dies.
Mm. The laughter of Goldfinger echoes from below.
Speeding down the ruined highway, I see wrecked cars in the distance. Looks like we're gonna hit some traffic in a bit, guys. Don't worry. My hand tightens around the steering wheel.
Perfect.
The motorcycles approach close to the vehicle, each of them pulling out guns and firing up towards the turret of the vehicle, of the meltdown.
I try to duck behind one of the speakers, get away from the bullets. Success.
Most of the bullets ding off the metal body of the meltdown. The rest fly off into the distance as two men get off the rear of the motorcycles, doubled up on the motorcycles. The passenger jumps off and is going to try and jump onto the meltdown.
I check the gauge to see how much heavy water there is that I could, radioactive heavy water there is that I could discharge behind. And I will try to time that with the approach of these guys trying to jump on the bus. Heavy water full of radioactive ions splashes out at this guy as he, tries to jump off the bike. He's met with a wave of radioactive death.
He dies instantly midair, but the other biker is able to grab hold and is now aboard the meltdown.
I go to one side of the speakers and begin to press on them, causing them to rotate around this turret, aiming the speakers towards the back of the bus where this assailant is starting to climb up. I press the nut is rusted and it's very, very difficult. I'm having a hard time. Did you get him, Winston?
Yeah, I got one. That's a one trick pony though. We can't keep discharging our coolant. So
Vance, we got a straggler.
He's all yours, buddy.
I flip over. I reach over to the PA system of the bus, and I start shouting into it. Which side is he on? Where is he? Is he in the back? In the left? In the right? I look desperately on the rear view window mirrors on either side.
The sudden assault of noise coming through the speakers, I swiftly, hearing his breath on the microphone, I duck down before my eardrums explode.
In the passenger side rear view mirror, biker desperately clings to the side of the meltdown, a handgun in his right hand as he tries to move towards the front.
Seeing this, I begin to shimmy the van left and right down the freeway, attempting to shake him off. In the galley of the meltdown, pots and pans begin to bang up against the wall, and a horrible noise fills the entire bus.
The man gets thrashed about and tries desperately to hold on, but his grip slips as he falls and skids across the ground. The three remaining bikers pull out their guns and drive towards the driver's side as they unload into the meltdown. the Meltdown's armor is able to hold them back.
Now finally pushing the speakers so that they're facing the back of the bus. I turn a big dial, a volume dial, turn it up to 10, and then click it over to 11. As I do the same on my guitar and say, Vince, I'm going to give it a little bit of gas. Hold it steady for me.
I attempt to stabilize the steering of the bus. With my right hand, I'm desperately rolling up the bulletproof glass window slowly, inch by inch, keeping my head away from the side.
Being tossed around in the back of the bus, but stabilized by my bungee cords, I start diverting power away from the refrigerator and up towards the speakers.
Arm held aloft, the guitar gripped in an E power chord. I whip my arm around and strike a powerful chord, attempting to boost with the power of sonics to boost the bus forward, speeding us up in some way, shape, or form. Rolling will. The sound pushes the bus forward, giving us just a little bit of extra speed.
Sudden thrust makes the controlling the Meltdown difficult.
Mm.
I look out the window to see how many bikers there are and where they are in relation to the Meltdown.
3 bikers lose distance on the Meltdown. They give up and break and turn around. Grayfinger laughs. This thing's got some juice in it, huh?
Yeah, and I guess your friends are got tired of shooting your bullets that you bought. That's too bad.
Oh, they'll be back. Don't you worry. We got plenty of friends around here.
Actually, you don't have any friends around here. There's just the 3 of us, and yeah, we're not your friends.
Oh, I thought we had such a blossoming relationship too.
Searching around, scanning the horizon. I peer down the port, back into the bus, the hatch. Vince, we still got that insurance policy.
I look over to the passenger side of the front of the bus, and I can see the yellowed insurance card, incredibly out of date, clearly invalid. And I say, "Yeah, we got something." I grab the rusty revolver and toss it carelessly back into the glove compartment. Feeling around in the pile of papers that spilled out from the glove compartment, I pull up a coffee-stained map and unfurl it on the steering wheel, looking down as I continue to drive speed off into the distance. Let's see where we're going.
Hop back down inside the bus, closing the hatch. The electrical whir, the power running through, winding down as the speakers die. I rush to the front seat, grabbing that insurance card, and I flip it over on the back. All right. I turn around. Winston, grab that map. Help him. Help Vince out.
Yeah, okay. Unhinge myself from the from the bungee cords that had kept me in place. I run up and look at the map, and I'm like, "Oh, see, you need to know where we need to go, right?"
Yeah. I punched the autopilot button. An alert appears on the windshield. Autopilot engaged. I turn with the map over to Winston. All right. I think we're around here. The old Route 55. Let's see what's coming up next. My finger traces onto the map.
Your finger covers a good portion of the map, and Winston's trying to. He's like, "May I just for a moment?"
Sure, take it over. I hand the coffee stained map over to Winston.
I rush to the back of the bus, pushing the refrigerator aside, and behind it, set right next to one of the wheel wells, is a rusted out box with a padlock on it. I begin to read from the back of the card the combination for this padlock. As I open this box, rather large box, an old road case I used to have, set inside of it is the real insurance policy. As I pull out a pre-war grenade launcher. Walk over.
I keep poring over the map. I'll roll intelligence to see if I'm like, oh yeah. We need to head another 30 miles this way, and then there should be a turnoff on old Route 60. And then we'll take that through the hills. That's our fastest way.
Route 60, Grayfinger says. You guys must be crazy.
Yeah.
Don't you know that's a wasted zone? You're gonna get us all killed.
Listen, Winston knows what he's talking about. We'll be fine. I don't know what the hell. I've never been in a wasted zone, Winston. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Well, I mean, there could be some problems. There could be mutants. But
all right. Well,
nobody much worse than you, Vance.
Yeah, I mean, if they've just got great metabolisms, it's gonna be fine. If they're driven insane, that's gonna be a lot worse. But
well, we could take the long route.
It's like another. Walking up to this conversation, the sound of a as I rack the empty chamber on this grenade launcher. I don't think no mutants will be a problem with this thing. Holding this this shoulder mounted or handheld rifle style grenade launcher. I ain't got many rounds for it, but it'll work. It packs quite a punch. It's a grenade launcher. I hold it up and show the distance marker and.
Yeah, is that a sporting equipment? Is that a musical instrument? I've never seen one of these. What's a grenade exactly?
Oh, it's quite the symphony. I rush back over and I to the gear case and I pull out a panel of foam and hold one of the grenades, bring it over. Now this thing right here, you place it into the tube, close it up, and it fires this thing and it makes a big explosion. Any rat bastards try to get up here, blow them away.
Ahead, the turnoff to Route 60. A radiation symbol with the skull and crossbones in the center has been spray painted on its sign.
It's still this fastest way.
All right. I sit back down in the driver's seat, disengage the autopilot, and take the exit onto Route 60. I can see that the sagebrush starts to become straggly. Looks like they're losing their leaves as we begin to drive down Route 60.
I head to the back and pull out the spare radiation suits, and I'm like, "Hey, Axel, I think this one will fit you. Sorry, Vance, we don't have one big enough for you."
It's fine. I got. Like I said, I got a great metabolism. I got.
You do.
Rough makeshift patches cover the radiation suits.
Start putting mine on. My very wild and frizzy hair fills out the headpiece of the suit, causing me to look like I have a serious injury.
The road becomes rough and unmaintained. Potholes litter every 50 feet or so.
I begin to slow down to avoid the potholes at the cost of our speed. Driving carefully down to 20 miles per hour or so.
Ticking sound emanates from the radiation detector on the dashboard.
That's annoying. I press the mute button on it.
The mute button clicks uselessly as the ticking continues.
Damn it.
Realizing that we need to keep Greyfinger alive, I put a radiation suit on him as well. But the most ragtag of the suits that we have.
Greyfinger says, how are you going to put that on me without unchaining my arm here, huh?
Oh, we don't need to keep your arm.
Come on, I'll bleed out before I get... Come on, be reasonable.
Oh, I'm a very reasonable person. The bounty says nothing about you having both arms.
You still got, what, a couple hours in this journey? I'll die of blood loss if you... Come on. He seems a little more nervous than before as he looks out the window. I need that suit. Come on. I won't do nothing. I promise. I promise.
I walk up to Greyfinger, give Winston a look of a knowing look. I'm down if you're down.
Hey, Vance, are we on auto? Are we on self-driving?
I got my eyes on the road. Do you need my bat for something? Is that what you're asking?
Well, it's just we may need to untie Greyfinger for just a minute.
All right.
Hold on a minute.
Right.
Wait. He's already missing an arm. Why don't we just lock up his metal arm? Put the suit on that way.
He smiles and says, too observant, rocker boy, as he clicks something on his arm and it just detaches freely.
All right. You need my help getting that guy dressed, or you fellas think you got it? I lean back, looking back in the back of the bus.
I looked at Axel. What? Do we got this?
His left hand raises up. I ain't no trouble without my arm. I just want in the suit. Yeah.
I look to the guitar leaned against one of the seats in the bus. Just knock him out. One right tap in the head. Out like a light.
Do you want me to do that, or are you going to do that?
Oh, my pleasure. I walk over to my guitar and I pick it up by the neck, holding it like an axe. I approach Greyfinger.
He raises his hand and says, whoa. I ain't going to cause any trouble. Look, man.
For certain you're not. Not after I'm done with you. I rear back and I jab the headstock of the guitar towards his head and attempt to knock him out with one swift blow.
Failure.
The height of the roof of the bus bang, clangs the guitar against it, and I'm caught off guard.
He turns around and runs towards the back of the bus, towards the reactor.
Winston!
I grab my spanner and throw it between his legs.
Oh shit! Hearing the commotion in the back, I slap on the autopilot.
The spanner flies wide of his legs, doing nothing, and I yell, Vance!
All right, turning away from the bus driver's seat, I grab my bat and begin walking menacingly towards the back of the bus, the bat clanging against the floor surface as I walk.
Rushing after him towards the reactor, trying to catch up to him before he can do anything.
He runs into the reactor room and gets his hand on the coolant shutoff valve. He says, I'll kill us all. Just give me the suit. That's all I want.
Stopping at the door, I wave a hand to Winston. The suit. Give me the suit.
I pass the suit to him. But we don't want any trouble either. We just wanted to make sure you weren't going to give us trouble.
And I said I weren't. I'm a man of my word.
Are you, though?
Usually. Sometimes.
Vance looks expectantly back at the back of the bus.
I frisbee the suit towards Greyfinger's direction. It sits on the ground.
Not taking his hand off the lever, he uses his foot to scoot the suit towards him. All right. I'm going to let go of this now, and I'm going to put this suit on. And there's not going to be any trouble, yeah?
You have my word.
Happy endings all around.
As he quickly lets go of it and reaches down towards the suit and begins to put it on.
The moment he has one arm beginning to go into the sleeve, I rush towards him and stage dive on top of him, throwing my entire weight at him to try to knock him to the ground. Success.
Completely caught off guard.
Cross-body dive. Knock him to the ground. Holding his arm around his back. Now I'm holding his arm outstretched like the neck of a guitar, my other arm chicken winged his other arm behind his back. Winston! I don't know, I'm holding 2 arms, but help me!
Listen, don't wreck the merchandise. He's only worth 2 daily meals if he's dead.
I rush in and I zipper up the suit on him, and then I'll help Axel take him back so that the two of us can, work together to get him back into his handcuffs.
He stops struggling. Whatever, just finally. I'm already starting to feel sick, I swear.
I zip up the rest of the radiation suit around him. And then, there you go, snug as a bug in a rug.
From underneath the meltdown, a ka-thunk is heard.
That didn't sound good.
Oh shit!
I fall to a knee from the sudden lurch.
I rush forward towards the front of the bus, looking out at what I see.
The meltdown has completely veered off the road. The autopilot switched off.
Fuck. I brake hard and bring the bus to a stop, and make sure that the autopilot is disengaged. I put the bus in park. All right. Let's get back on the road.
I hear the sound of metal on metal as the sudden stop starts to tip the speakers on top of the bus forward, but they lean back, sitting flush.
Slamming.
What the hell was that?
Did we almost lose the speakers?
I think so. Vance, what happened?
I stare at the inexpressive face of the autopilot robot symbol, my brow furrowed. I don't know. This damn thing is supposed to work.
Slamming against one of the windows, a leathery flying creature smacks into it, the size of a small dog. From outside, screeching, dozens of them.
Hand reaching for my guitar, which was set back on the seat. Vance, you got to get us out of here, man.
I put the bus back into drive and begin to drive off road back east towards the road. I can the crunching sound of sagebrush rolling beneath the tires can be heard.
As the meltdown begins to move, the creature's attack begin more furious as numerous of them slam into the windows, snapping their own necks and breaking themselves against your vehicle.
Winston, I need some juice and the noisemakers.
I got it, buddy. I got it.
One of them bites down on one of your tires.
No.
But fails to do any damage.
I start pulling levers and reattaching a hose here to an outlet there. And I'm like, Axel, you got it. You got all the power you need.
All right. I flip a switch and turn the dial up on my guitar as the speakers along the perimeter roar to life. I begin to start with a dive bomb of my guitar. And I begin to play the second half of the guitar solo of The Devil Goes Down to Georgia this slow ascending lick that goes up the neck and then crescendos into a barrage of high-pitched notes and dissonant chords. And I try to hit a frequency to cast all these creatures away from me. One of my strings snaps, still moving down to the next highest string, or I should say the next lowest, trying to keep this thing going. It's not working!
The noise infuriates the creatures outside as they begin to thrash even more violently. The hatch in the corner begins to lift slightly, a couple inches.
I sitting in the driver's seat, nervously, I grasp my aluminum bat. In the console in front of me, it says, "Air intakes blocked, air conditioning offline. See your service representative." I grabbed the baseball bat and desperately, skeptically punched the autopilot button again and begin to walk backwards towards the noise in the back of the bus.
Through the gap of the hatch, lifting up as a dozen of these creatures pull up on it. A face peers through, a hairless cat face with leathery wings. It bears its fangs through the gap.
Winston, do something! Still harping on a high note.
I rear back with a baseball bat and bring it down on this cat face through the gap. Ooh, clanging, bashing against the side of the bus, a metallic ringing sound. Bang! Oh shit!
I desperately try and find another set of strings for Axel's guitar in my myriad of toolboxes. I will roll awareness. I do. I find my hand comes up with a set of Dunlops. And I scurry over and pass them to Axel, and I'm like, "You're good to go, man."
Showing shades of Stevie Ray Vaughan and B.B. King while the notes are reverberating. I thread the high E through the bridge up to the peg. I twist it around, give a luthier's knot, quick as a flash, and begin to tune up. It's going to take some time to hit that high note.
The latch on the hatch snaps as it rips open, and half a dozen creatures flood in.
I beat one with a spanner as quickly as I can.
Vance is the first to be attacked as it brings its claws into your muscly shoulder.
I tried desperately to bat it away, but fail.
Spinning up the tuning peg as quick as I can. I hesitate before I rip the high note again, seeing that it didn't work last time. I go the opposite. My hand reaches to the lower notes on the neck of the guitar, and a long forgotten anthem sounds in my head as down, down, down. This series of imposing dissonant chords begins to play a march.
Hard.
Not able to make any effect.
The creatures perk their ears at the sound, but resume their violence as one of them claws into Winston and tries to bite down into him, taking a piece of flesh out with its feline teeth.
Winston screams in agony, but grabs a pair of needle nose pliers, jabs them into its eye socket, clenches in and pulls the thing off. But it is resistant to my efforts.
Its jaw
And
is
it's
locked.
We got trouble here, boys.
Okay.
A sudden bang as from the front of the meltdown, Grayfinger has the rusted revolver in his hand as he shoots one of the creatures off of him.
Ignoring that for now, Vance begins to bat at the creatures, attempting to smash them. Ooh, failure.
Their erratic movements are very difficult to predict.
The sounds of the approaching creatures drowning out the noise of the guitar. In a last-ditch effort, I drop my guitar pick and begin to play a lullaby, finger style. This sweet classical music, trying to get these things, hypnotizing them away. The music flows through the dulcet tones, flowing through the air, gripping their influence on these creatures.
Many of the creatures outside, their shrieking quiets down as they abandon their hunt. But those that have tasted blood continue their assaults. As one strikes at Vance again. This time with its claws.
No. I try to bat it away, but fail.
As its claws go across your chest.
I try to spin away from it. My back up against the side of the bus. God damn it.
I grab a spray can of solvent, get my old junky Zippo lighter, and I try and burn this thing off of me. And really just burn myself more. My radiation suit catches on fire, and I start rolling around on the bus of on the floor of the bus, trying to put myself out.
I set my guitar down, Rushing over to Vance, I grab this creature that has gotten onto him and try to wrench it off.
Success.
The creature, I pull back one of its clawed wings and detach it from him. I throw it on the ground.
It cries out in pain as it uselessly flops on the floor as Grayfinger brings his gun up, aims down, fires. And it dings off the back of the meltdown.
Careful where you're shooting, buddy.
Going just over Winston's head.
I think it was aiming for you.
I continue to wrestle with these damned creatures. Picking up the bat, I with both hands I attempt to smash one of them with a rolling pin. All right, success.
Its brittle bones snap under your strength.
My deep red blood is spraying down onto the carpeted floor of this bus. Damn it! I turn my attention towards the other creatures.
The sound.
The one on Winston continues its assaults. But as its jaw has locked down onto your shoulder, it can't get a good angle with its claws.
The gunfire still reverberating in my ears. Everything now quiet, oddly quiet. Seeing the smoke coming from the barrel now in Grayfinger's hand. I reach down, grabbing the insurance policy. The grenade inside of it, I rack the slide forward on it. Aiming it towards him, I say, silently in my head, but audible to everyone else, "Drop it!" Aiming it right at his chest.
He tries to whip the pistol towards you.
I pull the trigger. Success.
He's far too slow. He's no good with his left hand.
At such a close range, the grenade goes clean through his chest and goes out the front window of the bus.
Exploding in the wilderness outside.
I grab Winston's head, pulling him down as the flames engulf the outside of the bus as we drive into it.
I whimper silently or quietly on the floor. I don't feel like a hero.
Covered in gore, my own and Grayfinger's, I proceed to the front of the bus and step on the gas, driving out onto the freeway again. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with this bounty, but we got to get the fuck out of here.
The smoke of the grenade clears out from in front of you and unveils a large crater in the road.
I attempt to avoid the crater. Success.
The All that remains of a large nuclear bomb detonation lies in front of you.
Oh, that's hit it right straight in the freeway. Looks like we're gonna have to go around.
As the creature on Winston again tries to claw at his throat.
Oh shit! I thought they were dead.
but fails.
Winston tries. Oh, okay. Winston pushes it away from his throat. And he's like, I really don't feel like a hero.
Grabbing this creature, I rip it off and snap its neck over my knee. Success.
It continues to gurgle and thrash as it loses its life.
Toss it off to the side. Is everyone all right?
Covered
yeah, I'm all right.
Fuck! I need the bandages. I need a med kit. God damn.
Rats. I rush back to the gear case, start digging through a bunch of old stuff. I pull out an old beat up white t-shirt with the word Sublime on the front. Start ripping off strips of it.
All right. Not trusting the autopilot, I begin to I manually take the bus off road so we can drive around the giant nuclear crater. Slowing down tremendously, I nevertheless make some progress through the sagebrush.
I patch up my radiation suit and my burns and the bite marks, and I look at Greyfinger. I'm like, that's not good. That's not good. Axel, that's not good.
Oh no!
I mean, I don't blame you, but it's not good.
Hey, he's gonna shoot me.
I spit out the onto the body. Well, I guess it's still worth 2 hot meals or thereabouts back at the settlement, but damn it.
I walk over to the pistol lying on the ground, pick it up, open up the chamber.
2 rounds remain.
Close it back.
From the side of the meltdown, a beeping emanates from the arm that is chained to the wall.
Why is Greyfinger's arm beeping?
Open the door. Vance, open the door.
I press the button to open the side doors.
I take a quick look at it.
Quickens.
I take a quick look at it to determine the nature of the beeping and know it to be an explosion that was set to, go off when it stopped detecting a heartbeat. I fumble for the keys to unlock this thing from the handcuffs that were holding this arm to the railing, trying desperately to get this thing unlocked. Actually, yeah, no, I just try and disarm it. I realize that, I'm not Keys. Who needs keys? I disarm it. It takes a second. I'm like, hold on, guys. I got this. Axel, pass me the red wire.
I reaching for the arm. I pull it towards him. I knowing my friend is colorblind, pick out the red wire for him.
I snip the red wire, solder it to the blue wire, jam both of them into the socket, and the beeping stops.
From the small speaker on the arm, self-destruct sequence averted.
I collapse.
I high five Axel.
All right, looks like we're gonna survive this one at least. So we got 2 hot meals. What do you think this thing's worth? That's our entire haul for this entire thing.
If the bastard didn't try to kill us, we might still have a chance.
What if I jury rig him so that he can wave and smile?
That could be an idea. All right, guys, I'm going to call it here as the host of UnPC. I thought that was great. I think that was pretty good ending, right?
That's a good place.
Cool.
That's a good place to end it.
Cool. That was great. I liked our characters.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was a blast. I had a lot of fun with that.
I think having it end with us blowing up the hostage.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, that's what happens in the apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
It's a cruel world.
Yeah,
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's harsh.
Yeah.
Your life's more valuable than 50 months of rations,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Can't eat them if you're dead.
Yeah. That was awesome.
I do think though at some point in the future, we could have pulled off a Weekend at Bernie's thing where Greyfinger was like, "Hey."
Yeah.
But I fought the urge to make a reference, a pop culture reference in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're out of the game. I think that was a fantastic game. What I want to do is I want us eventually to do kind of like the communist self-criticism session. But let's postpone that for a while and talk about the stuff that we really liked in the game or ideas that we were thinking about and stuff like that. I thought that was very cool. Let me highlight some comments here. We had some Waterworld references. I was thinking a lot about Waterworld as kind of like a tone. I don't know what you guys were kind of like pulling from in terms of the world building. I think Mad Max and Waterworld.
Yes. Yeah.
Mad Max and Waterworld.
Mad Max was because I've actually never seen Waterworld, so I don't have that frame of reference. So it was definitely Mad Max.
It's a lot like Mad Max, but in the water.
Sure.
Well, I thought the with the creatures that were attacking the bus, I thought that felt like Pitch Black, like the original.
Sure. Yeah.
And with my character having one of these attached to him and failing at every attempt.
Yeah.
I really thought like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
This is scary. And all he could really do was plead with Axel and Vance to save his life.
Yeah. I also really liked Greyfinger getting the revolver.
Yeah. Yeah.
The careless revolver. I feel like I try to include a careless revolver in all of my because that also happened with the wrestling game.
Yes.
where I had a revolver on me, and then somebody uses it for.
Yes.
There were a couple points where you guys like forgot about an element, like the autopilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
mentioned
think-
getting up, and you did not mention turning on the autopilot.
I'm pretty sure I did, but it's all good. It's
At
all
least
good.
I didn't hear it.
No. It's good. It's good.
But you guys also didn't mention tying down Greyfinger when the creature started attacking. And I was like, ooh, he's gonna grab that revolver.
Yeah, I thought that like, how do you put a radiation suit on a guy that's tied up?
True. Yeah.
Was a very interesting puzzle.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting and fun puzzle.
Yeah. It was a cool moment when you had Greyfinger. Of course, he picks up the gun and then he fires, and I'm thinking, okay, he's going to try to shoot someone.
Yeah.
But then it's like he's fighting off against these creatures. So like there's a split second where it's like, wait a minute, is he helping us, or what's the
Yeah.
and then
he
aims the gun. I'm like, oh, okay, no, he has to go.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
Yeah, I was thinking that if he shot the creatures, I was going to propose to you guys that we let him go. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like if he fought the bats off with us,
Yeah.
I would say, all right, you earned your life. But
do you guys want me to spoil it, or do you prefer the
sure.
mystery?
We're talking about different ideas. Yeah.
He was definitely aiming at the creatures.
Yeah.
But I felt like in the heat of the moment with the grenade launcher aimed at him,
Sure,
he wasn't willing to drop the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes in these high tension situations.
Yeah. Awesome.
Andy, I freaking loved your character, dude.
You guys were all great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed everyone's portrayal.
I
felt like it was a zany kind of
I
was in it.
The kind of like the character elements were very clear, which I think is really good when you're doing a brief game like that. You don't want to have like a whole lot of subtlety.
Yeah.
So I guess I was definitely trying to do like the Jim Bro sort of protein mix. There was a part where I wanted to do stuff with like he has like a different like biology, so he can eat more stuff, and that was like his mutation.
Yeah.
But like then we also established that food was scarce. So I was like, oh, I need to drop that. I need to do something else with that.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was like an interesting part, which is like
you kind of went with like the variable metabolism sort of idea.
Yeah, there's like I don't know if you guys have played Paranoia. You guys know Paranoia?
Yeah.
I played it ages ago.
Yeah, there's like a part where you get mutations, and some of them are like really crazy, but some of them are like you could eat paper and wood, so survive off of that. And it was like, oh, okay.
For the record, the grilled cheese sandwich I made you wasn't cheese.
Yeah, it was something. It was
honestly, depending. I mean, cheese these days, it could have been cheese.
Yeah,
could have been a craft single.
Could have been some of the
that's fair.
The government cheese.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's pretty obvious to me and Uriah that you guys are definitely vetted.
Oh yeah,
just to make this perfectly obvious.
Y'all did awesome. Like, and I was, of course, anytime you, for you, Pancake, running a system that you haven't run before. Granted, it's simple enough.
Yeah.
And that's by design, but even still,
I will say that is where I struggled the most was with the system and particularly initiative. I never knew like how many of these creatures do I have go at once?
Sure. Yeah.
When do I come in? And
I think you did great, man.
Yeah.
There were never any moments, and so I don't mean to step on those toes. There were never any moments that felt like, okay, he's taking too many turns in a row, which is huge.
Yep.
In terms of like newcomers to 4D style role playing. The biggest thing that I dealt with when I first got started and that most newcomers do struggle with is just taking too many turns. But y'all did awesome. Y'all did wonderful. I
appreciate it.
Thanks.
We had a really excellent pacing. So
Yes.
in terms of like letting everyone play, which is like I think fantastic.
Yeah, I realized that we didn't talk initially. Like, are we going to go in the order that we see each other on the screen, or? But it didn't,
I was doing clockwise a lot.
Yeah.
But I think there was also like parts where it was like, oh, obviously, if the bat is attacking you, you should react.
Yeah.
And honestly, these days I'm not as big of a fan of round robin as I used to be. What I like to do a lot more often is passing back and forth. So whenever there were moments, when something happened and I would call out, one of like, Vance, it's your turn, or Vance, do something, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Passing the spotlight on to everyone else, because I know for me, I have a tendency to step on people's toes. I tend to take silence as license to just keep talking like I am right now. But yeah, y'all did great.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Do we want to do the communist self-criticism now?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So there was, let's see, were there any 4D violations? Not really. I think we did really good. If we had the ghost of Crispy standing next to us, we like, where did we screw up? I think we did a really good job. So I don't think that in terms of like doing 4D, we had any real failures. What do you guys think?
The only part I thought for myself when with the explosive arm and I was going to pick the lock, and then I'm like, wait, that's not really what I would do.
Yeah.
And I said I was going to pick the lock, and then I realized that that's not what my character would do.
Yeah.
I tried to wang jangle it. I was like, throw the keys away and just disarm
it didn't. It was tricky in the moment, but I think it sort of portrayed how you would react in that moment. Like, imagine, if your character was sitting there trying to pick the lock and you go, wait a minute. I can disarm. It's a bomb. I could disarm. Yeah.
Yeah. So you felt that you like said you were doing one thing, but then did another thing, or what did you mean?
As a player?
Yeah.
I changed my mind about what I was going to do mid action.
Okay.
And then the way that I described that, I don't think was totally first person.
Okay. Well, I was a little unclear. I thought like it was covered up with a lock, so you had to kind of like wrench it open and then disarm it that way. But sure.
Yeah.
You did kind of throw me off when you said, pass me the red wire.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I was imagining kind of like a workbench that had a bunch of like wires and spare wires.
I think
what I
meant to say was I was trying to come up with the name of a tool, like pass me the.
Okay.
And then I just said red wire.
The wire snips,
And but yes, you covered my fumble very well by by making me colorblind. Yeah.
I do have to, because that is kind of like that you could squint your eyes and call that an out of character joke, or just like a superfluous, like that. I could have gone without that. Just me personally. That's my own like self criticism, but
gotcha. I think I did. So we had the initial kind of like bandit attack, or the gangster attack. Or whatever you want to call it, the motorcycle gangsters.
Bikers.
And I shot. I did a one-arm snipe with a pistol out the window, and I don't know if that really like stretched believability to anyone else, which is like, oh yeah, I carelessly shoot out the window and hit the guy and wreck his bike. Was that was that like too much for anyone, or like?
I wouldn't say that was anything more than a loud acoustic boom accelerating
Sure.
the van
Sure.
or the bus. So
Yeah. But like that's kind of like the magical logic of the world, and so, and I'm like the muscle head.
Yeah.
So
sure. Okay.
I don't know if it was kind of like a fantasy violation. That's always kind of curious to me, which is like, if I like describe myself doing something really beyond the pale, is that going to be like messing up the game? If I'm going to be like, oh well, I clearly I jumped to the top of the building and because I'm super strong, and then it's like,
I mean, I don't think it was a huge deal. I kind of chalk it up to we're kind of going for that heroic tone anyways.
Yeah.
So
that was kind of my thought at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do remember thinking like that is quite the shot.
Yeah. It was also that I either didn't know or I wasn't paying attention to what you described, how far away they were. So I didn't know if they were like on the horizon, and I was like, okay, I shoot them from the horizon one-handed with a pistol. Like,
that is one thing I feel like I could have been more clear about, like how many of those creatures got in to your vehicle, where exactly the motorcycle gang was at what time and stuff. Like I could have placed them in the world better.
Yeah,
I feel like it was a little muddy.
Yeah,
I didn't have a hard time just saying like I look out the window to locate the. Yeah. And that gives you the opportunity to say there are 3 of them and they're on the left side of the bus or whatever,
Yeah. One of my favorite aspects about role playing, and one thing that I think the 4D style, it's both a blessing and a curse, is you have these moments where there is uncertainty, and it's almost this fog of war thing. Where in the noise of all of these bikers rushing up on us, we don't know where they're at. We can try to scan outside and get a good enough view, a good enough lay of the land, but things are happening. We're moving. We're doing things. So things are going to distract us, and we're going to lose track of where stuff is. I think that's perfectly normal, and it's one of my favorite things about books as well, is your interpretation of something could be vastly different from another person's. And I kind of like to lean into that. As risky as that is, I actually really like leaning into that aspect of it. Because then you get to have these cool moments of, oh, wait, you thought that was this? Oh, I was thinking something completely different. And you get to sort of share these different experiences or different interpretations of the same shared experience, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me do this real quick. So, as the victor, as a successful GMer, you can choose a new setting to replace Apocalypse if you want.
I really enjoy spy stuff.
Spy. Let's see.
Yeah, like if that's not already on there.
Yeah, we have Cold War espionage. That's more of like your Bond, like your James Bond stuff.
Gotcha. Do you have a different type of spy or
I got it.
Yeah.
Street racing.
Street racing.
Heck yeah.
Gotcha.
That is actually a good follow-up to like the bus.
Yeah, the vehicle stuff.
That was a blast.
The vehicle stuff.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Really evocative idea for using the bus. I thought that was great.
Yeah, I thought that was great as well. Well, awesome. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, man.
I think we all had fun.
Shout
out to our viewers, our many millions of viewers, past, present, and future. Ear Trumpet, Elf Hunter, and the rest. Bacon. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. That was a lot of fun.
All right.
You'll take care.
All right. Good night.
God bless.